Now once you get on the bike and you look at the ergonomics, they're actually pretty good, but there's just one problem which kind of annoyed me. Everything else feels really nice, but there's this just one small problem. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Akash Paul. You are watching TOI Auto and this is the Oben Rorr, an electric motorcycle which has been around for a while now. It's not entirely a new product, but now what has changed is that deliveries for this product have begun and the company has made certain changes based on the initial feedback they got from the media as well as the customers, and they've made some tweaks to this motorcycle and they're targeting that 150cc kind of segment because this has an introductory price of 1.5 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which is quite a sweet deal. But does it pack enough goodies to justify that price? Let's find out. Now let's look at the design of the Oben Rorr. Now it has the same overall silhouette, but the company has made certain tweaks here and there. The first thing that you notice are the new graphics, and I really like this electric bolt kind of graphic that's running on the side from the back to the front. Gives it a nice and racy appeal, and you have this long tail at the back. Now the changes, like I said, well, you see this big tire hugger which adds to the looks. You have a guard for the belt which is also functional as well as aesthetically pleasing. Then you have a slightly redesigned front over here, so the wiring and all has been concealed nicely. The instrument cluster is the same as before, which I'll show you in just a little bit. And you will notice that now this bike comes in only two color options, this red one and there is a yellow one as well. The ground clearance is still 200 mm, which is plenty, and the seat height is 810 mm. But the pillion seat height has been reduced a little bit to make it a little bit more accessible, so that is also pretty good. Now overall, in terms of design, I do like how this bike looks. The small changes are nice welcome additions. I really do like them, especially like these aluminium bits that you can see right here, and in these grab handles. So those are some nice touches. The only place where I did not like the quality of the plastic was here, the flap that you open for charging the motorcycle. Even when it's locked, it moves a lot for my liking, so that could definitely be improved upon. Otherwise, the handlebar also has been finished very well. It looks nice, and the same goes for the plastic bits here. So overall, I think the fit and finish of this bike is really good. There are slight changes that could be done to make it even better. And if you're looking for a stylish, compact and nimble looking motorcycle, then this is definitely going to please you. Now this is a commuter motorcycle, so it has to be practical, and practical it is, because what Oben has done, they're not giving just one, but they're giving two storage spaces on this motorcycle. So it's definitely going to give some competition to scooters out there. The first one you can see is right here. So you use the key to open it, and it has a small cavity wherein you can easily keep your phone or even a small water bottle like this, and it still had space inside. You also have the charger right here, so you can access the charging port from here, and there are not just one but two USB charging ports, which is pretty great. Now over here you also have a small latch which you can pull on and then open the seat. Once you open the seat, you will notice more storage space where you can keep the charger, the portable charger, so you can easily carry it along with you. You don't have to worry about carrying it in your bag. If you don't want to carry the charger, you can obviously keep some small amount of items in that area, maybe some papers or something else that can go there. So that is a pretty good addition in my opinion. A big change in the current version of the Rorr compared to the one seen last year is the drop in power and torque figures. The e-bike now produces a peak power and torque output of 10.7 horsepower and 52 Newton meters respectively. This is about 2 to 3 horsepower and 10 Newton meters less than the one we saw last year. However, I did not find that the bike was underpowered at any point. Havoc mode still feels fast and fun, and there is enough torque even in the eco mode to climb the hilly roads of Nandi Hills. I would recommend buyers of the Oben Rorr to stick to the city mode while riding for the most part, as the motor gives plenty of response to throttle inputs without eating into the battery too much. You can reach a top speed of 70 to 80 kmph easily in Havoc mode, after which the performance drops off. The drop-off point will depend on the load on the motorcycle. While riding, I did find that there are some vibrations which creep in through the foot pegs, and this happens when you are at slower speeds, say between 20 to 50 kmph. So if you are not giving too much throttle input, you will notice some amount of vibration, but as you increase the speed, it evens out, and then it feels like a true electric vehicle, as in it is very smooth. Now, once you get on the bike and you look at the ergonomics, they're actually pretty good. But there's just one problem which kind of annoyed me. Everything else feels really nice, but there's just one small problem that I found a little bit annoying. And that is the position of the foot pegs. Well, I'm 6 feet tall, and while I was riding the bike and when I came to a quick stop, I found that my calf was constantly touching the foot peg. So maybe if the foot peg was a little further back, that would not have been a problem. The seat height, as I mentioned, is 810 mm, and normally I can flat foot this motorcycle easily, but you can see that I have to awkwardly place my leg a little further up. So if you're shorter than me, then you might find this to be a little bit of a problem, because you'll have to rely on just one leg and keep the other one on the foot peg. So the foot peg definitely hits your leg a lot of times, or maybe even if the foot peg length was a little shorter, maybe that could have improved this issue. Otherwise, once you're on the bike, it's actually very good. There is a slight bulge here in the tank area, and that helps you hug the front of the bike very naturally. It's not awkward, so you can easily use your knees and your leg to hold on to the bike, and that takes away the pressure from your hands, because even though you're sitting slightly forward set, you do not have to put a lot of weight on your hands. You can let your legs do that for you and hold on to the bike. So that is very good. And even the handlebar is just the right amount of length to easily maneuver this bike. Yes, at slower speeds, I did find that the handlebar locks a little too early for my liking, but that is not going to be too big of a problem. Usually you will find that it is a very easy motorcycle to ride on for long hours and to maneuver. The seat cushion is also pretty comfortable. I did not find any problems as such, and the mirrors are also pretty big. They have been redesigned slightly, but I did not like the design of the mirror, aesthetically speaking, because the bike itself is so sporty, and these do sort of look like they come from a 100cc or 110cc commuter motorcycle. So the design maybe could be a little more angular and modern. The instrument cluster itself is kind of basic, but it gets all the information to you. So you have obviously your speed reading. It shows you how much battery charge you have left. There is a range indicator as well, so you know how many kilometers estimated you have on this charge, and it also shows you an odometer. Yes, a trip meter right here would have been a good addition, but if you use the app and connect your phone to the motorcycle, you get access to a lot of connected features, including a trip meter, finding where your vehicle is, and things like that. So it presents all the information in a nice and legible manner, and you're not left wondering where each of the metrics are. Overall, I'm liking the Oben Rorr a lot. It has a very sensible price point, and for that price point you are getting a smart looking motorcycle which is a lot of fun to drive, surprisingly a lot of fun to drive. It has enough power for the city. The range is also usable. Yes, there are certain things which could be improved in terms of giving more features or refining the delivery of power a little bit, but for the price that you're paying, this is a pretty solid deal. Up until now, the deliveries have been a bit of a problem. Oben has only given delivery of 50 vehicles up until now, and that too in just Bangalore. But the company says that from January 2024, they will expand their presence to all major cities. They have 32 cities in the pipeline where they will open showrooms and make the bikes available. So if that happens, then buyers all around will have a greener way of commuting, one that can take care of a lot of their basic needs and also prove to be something that they can use daily as you would a commuter. That was all from this quick review of the Oben Rorr. If you like the information that was provided, make sure that you hit the like button, comment down below if you still have any questions left, because we had very limited time with the bike. So make sure if you have any questions, put them down in the comments and we will try to answer them. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done that already, and Stay safe when you're out on the road. This is Akash Paul signing off for now. Bye bye.